A king had a beautiful lotus pond in his palace garden. Many birds flocked to the garden and the pond. A hunter, too, came there every day. He would cast his net to trap the birds, whom he sold in the market to earn his living. Once, a few golden swans visited the lotus pond. They fed there happily and returned to their habitat. Then they went to the chief swan and reported, "Sir, there is a lotus pond near the town. There is plenty of feed there. Let us go there regularly." Their chief warned them, "No, friends. There is always danger near a town. We should not go there." When the other swans insisted, the chief swan said, "If you all like it so much, let us go." The swans flew off to the lotus pond in a flock. The hunter had already spread his net there. The chief swan's leg got trapped in the net. He tried his best to release his leg, but in vain. His leg bled and he felt great pain. But he endured it, thinking, "If I call out to indicate that I am trapped, my fellow swans will fly away in fear without taking any feed." When all the swans had their feed, the chief called out to them. The swans were alarmed and flew off for their lives. A wise swan, however, thought, "Let me find out whether our chief is with us." He sped to the front of the flying group. The chief swan was not there. Then he looked for the chief in the middle bunch. The chief was not there either. He realized that their chief had been caught in the net. He turned and flew back to the lotus pond, where he found the chief swan in distress. The other swan alighted at the same spot and consoled his chief. "Sir, don't worry. I will sacrifice my life to release you from the net." But the chief swan said, "Friend, other swans are flying away without even looking at me. You should also go with them. Don't worry about me. No one can help a trapped bird." The other swan said, "Whether I leave or not, it is not going to make me immortal. I have always served you in happy days. How can I leave you now? I am devoted to you, and I will not desert you in any case." The chief swan said, "My dear friend, you are right. When crisis comes, one should not desert one's friend. It is the righteous duty of the noble ones." While the two swans were talking, the hunter approached them. The two swans fell silent. The hunter saw that a swan was caught in the net while the other one was free. He thought, "Why should the free swan be sitting here?" He asked the swan, "A trapped swan cannot fly away. But why haven't you flown to safety? You are free. How are you related to that swan?" The other swan replied, "Oh, hunter, this swan is our chief, my close friend. I will not desert him as long as I live." The hunter, however, said to the other swan, "You are free. I have nothing against you. You may go and live happily." But the swan said, "I cannot think of my freedom without him. You can devour me if you so wish, but you must release him. We are equal in respect of size and age. You will lose nothing." The hunter was impressed by the sense of sacrifice in the two swans. He released the chief swan and hugged him. He washed the chief swan's wounds with the water. The kind treatment healed his wounds. The chief swan now asked the hunter, "Friend, why do you cast this net?" The hunter replied, "For money." The chief swan suggested, "In that case, you could take us to the king. We will get you a lot of money from him." But the hunter denied, saying, "I do not wish to see the king. Kings are whimsical. He can make you a fowl of sport, or even kill you for food." On this, the chief swan said, "Friend, do not fear. Kings can be righteous, and understanding too. Take us to the king, please." The hunter carried them on a sling to the king. He showed the swans to the king, who was very glad to see the golden fowls. He offered a gem-studded seat to the chief swan, while the other swan was given a golden stool to sit. He offered them delicious food in golden dishes. The king also ordered his men to give the hunter a good shave and bath. The hunter was given a royal treatment and decked with precious ornaments. Then the king sent him back with valuable gifts. The two swans were kept in the palace for quite a few days before they were also allowed to fly back and rejoin their flock. Moral: sacrifice and courage bring great rewards.